is not your fault, but to die poor is your. So, and I also want to say that even if you are born poor, remember Jesus Christ was born in a cow shed in a manger, but he never became a cow or a cowboy. And some of you, some of us may be born or may be brought up, or you found yourself from a very rich family, well-up family. I want to remind you, if you come from such a good family, a family like Nakumat, the former Nakumat, you know Nakumat, they were saying, you need it, you've got it. But now you need it, you never get it because it is closed. Yeah? So if you come from such a good family, well up, with everything, I want just to remind you something. To be born in a garage does not make you a car. So for you to be rich, you have to work for it. Don't be confused. Don't be fooled by your father's wealth. Tunaelewana? If they were interested in giving you their wealth, you will not be in school. You will be managing what they have. But they are not investing for you. Your mali ni yao. They are investing for themselves. But they are investing in you, so that you can come to school, get this education, and become somebody. And the best challenge you can give your parents is to be better than them, because you have a better platform than they had. But most of us confuse when you see you have a Prado at home and you forget that it is not yours. I don't know if you have friends who communicate wanasema, sasa ile gari yetu, you know where we live, mahali tunaishi. By the way, when ni tenant, by the time you are 40, you'll be kicked out. Hello? Yes. Don't be comfortable at your parents' place, or because your parent is a CEO somewhere and now you are comfortable. Don't be comfortable, because you are an independent person. You can become somebody. And I want you this morning, if you forgot everything I will tell you, remember that now, the moment you are born, you became an independent human being. And the best thing you can do ni kujipanga saa hii. From education, from the way you do your things, from even learning how to communicate, how to, I was seeing another video in TikTok that shocked me. But it made a lot of sense. And there was a question. And that guy asked, can I ask this question? This is a very provoking question, but I'll ask and answer because of security reasons. Akauliza a lady, what is that something ladies have? Oh, you know it. That they use it to get everything they want. And it starts with letter V. Hello? Very bright students here, they know. Please say it. Yes, voice. Very good, voice. Yes, voice. With voice you can get everything. Tunaelewana? That is what your parents want. They want you to have something, that education, to be somebody that you can get everything that you want. And that is the choice that you are going to make today. Tunaelewana? The choice you are going to make, that you are in this school, this great school. Where do you want to see yourself after this? So I have another exercise that I'm going to give you. Very good. I know you have not done it before. I want us to go somewhere. Hello? Do you like traveling? I'll give you permission to get out of this place, out of the school gate, right now. Hello? Without your principal's permission. Hello? The only problem is that you're not going to use your feet. I want you to close your eyes. You imagine. Hello? So we close our eyes and you imagine you are 40 years old. Close your eyes. I want us to go to that journey of 40 years old. Stop looking at me, my friend. I want you to go to that journey. Tighten your safety belt if you have any. This is the only chance you'll be allowed to sleep in class. You can sleep if you want, because you are dreaming. I want you to dream. And you imagine you are standing. Yes? I said you are not going with your legs. It's your imagination. Or you have another business. Okay. That one is excused. I want you to imagine when you are 40 years old. When you are 40 years old, I want you to ask yourself, which kind of a car do you want to drive? Not your father's car, my friend, your car. Which place would you want to live? What kind of a house, the design of your house, would you want to be in? What kind of a girl would you want to marry? Angalia your figure. How many wives do you, 1 or 2? Maisha ni yako, si ndio? Mimi niko na yangu. Just imagine how many wives, how many kids would you want to have? How many kids? Yeah? If you take drugs, continue taking, don't stop. And then you ask yourself, when you are 40, will you be in a rehab? Kiongezewa uji, kipawa uji. When your colleagues are driving the latest vehicles. If you smoke, continue smoking. But remember, Mugabe once said, he was asked what is a cigarette, and he said, a cigarette is a pinch of tobacco rolled on a piece of paper. On one end, there is fire. On the other end, an idiot. So if you're a smoker, know that you're just a... Yes. I want you to think about your life. You are in Form 1. Ask yourself, by the time you are 40, utakuwa umepita Form 2, Form 3, Form 4. What means score will you get in Form 4? Utataka marks ngapi ndio uende wapi? Form 4s, between now and the time you sit for your exam, you are heading to 40 years. Now, what one thing can you do today to get where you want to be when you are 40? What grade do you want to get? Yes, imagine you have gotten that grade. Sasa, if you got that grade you wanted, why did you want that grade? To take you where? See yourself there. Yes. Just imagine. Albert Einstein once said that imagination is better than knowledge. As you imagine, don't worry. Yes, this is a good time that you have taken time to think about yourself and your life. Now, because of time, breathe in, breathe out. Now relax. Fungua macho na ukae vizuri. Wacha kulala sasa. Now sit upright. Everybody sit upright. Tell your neighbor, we kaa mzuri. Kaa upright. Now I want to sample where you are. Where did you see yourself living when you are 40 years old?
In the leafy suburbs.
In the? Leafy suburbs. Leafy, okay, wherever suburbs. Hizo. Thank you. Please clap for him. Silisema kila mtu ako na maisha yake. Wewe umeona ukioa bibi wangapi? How many wives?
Mmoja.
Watoto wangapi?
Watatu.
Wasichana ni wangapi na wavulana na wangapi?
Wote.
Ati wote. Wote ni nini? Oh, wasichana wote. Haya. How much did you see earning per month?
100K kwenda juu.
Kwenda juu mpaka wapi?
Mpaka 500K.
Okay, 500,000 per month. Wewe, how much per month?
Billions, man.
Yeah? Yeah, just say it.
Billions.
How many?
Many.
I want you to be specific per month. So that there are many, how much do you estimate per month? 1 billion per month. So in 1 year you have 12 billion. That is good. That is good. Yes. How about you? Where did you see your things? Okay. How about that car will cost you how much?
20 million.
20 million. Thank you very much. Any other person? My friend there in Form 1? How much per month?
100 to 500K.
You just say the highest 500 per month. Okay. How about you?
About it.
How much?
$2,736.
This one is very specific.
In agriculture engineering.
Yeah?
Okay, $2,736.
Yeah. Equivalent to how many shillings? We'll calculate later. Yeah. Yes.
500,000
per month.
Yes.
Which car would you want to drive?
Supreme K3.
Supreme K3. Thank you. That one will cost you how much?
16 million.
16 million. Thank you. How much?
200,000 Kenya shillings.
200,000 Kenya shillings. Thank you very much. Where will you be working?
Airline.
Yeah. Airline. As a pilot or as a? Yeah?
As a pilot.
A pilot. Thank you very much. Those few that I've sampled has given me an idea that I can talk about. Being a good speaker, sometimes when you don't have content, you just use the content you get from your audience, and at the end of the day, you are paid for what? For being creative. Ama namna gani? And you see, they are also hiding they are making the hall dark so that you don't see my face when I get all that money for using you to tell me what you are going to become. Anyway, that is on a light note. One thing I've observed, you want a car worth 16 million and you want to earn 500,000 per month, you always make. It cannot work like that. Hello? You have an opportunity here. I'm asking you how much you want to earn. You know which car you want to drive, but you are giving yourself a very small salary of only 500,000 a month. And remember, is when you are 40 years old. When you are 40 years old, a loaf of bread will be 500 shillings. Today is 100. That car, maybe today is 16 million. That time it will be 20 million. Hello? That's why I came. Somebody else is telling me 100K. Na anafikiria 100K is a lot of money. Maybe 100K is what your teachers are earning today, 2022. So if you be earning 100K when you're 40 years old, I guess is around 25 years to come or 20 years to come. It means when you meet with your teachers, you'll not even be able to buy them tea in Java. Am I communicating? Am I communicating? When you imagine, I want to advise you, think big. Think big. And I guess your parents, for your parents to bring you here, I think your parents are doing well. Hello? And if they're not doing very well, they are struggling to bring you here because they believe in you. And it is bad news. Somebody is aiming at 100,000, and I understand your fees for one term here is 70,000. Wacheni kunikasirisha jamaa. Nani huyo? Ataongezea. Wewe ongezea. Because he's imagining, nani alisema 100K hapa? Yes? My friend, you are earning 100,000 and yet you are paying 70,000 today, 2022 in the school, one term. So I think I will look for time to come and teach you about money. But in the meantime, because you are just imagining, nobody will follow you. Even if you don't make the money, you will just imagine. But if you can see it in your mind, you can get it with your hands. Tunaelewana? I want you to tell us another figure. And I want you to think big.
Average of 2 million.
Now you are speaking. 2 million. At least even when I meet you, utaniachia kitu kidogo. Hello? Yes, 2 million is something. in 20 years to come, 2 million is something, but still, as you work, you can keep on adjusting your dreams. Tunaelewana? As you get to grow, you get to adjust your dream. So if you are earning 2 million, which kind of a car would you wish to drive? A Mercedes. A Mercedes will cost you, yeah? Okay, today's market, a good Mercedes, 3 million, 5 million, that time, say 10 million. So with 2 million per month, maybe you can get a loan and get yourself a Mercedes. That is practical. Tunaelewana? But if you can aim at 10 million per month, nobody will beat you. Hello? 10 million, 20 million. Somebody said 1 billion. Na hata hakublink. You said how much? You are even saying billions. Nikakwambia you tell me a specific figure. You said a billion. Hello? Do you know it is possible? Yes. We are in the world whereby now, we are not just, by the way, what do you want to become? Where will you get that billion? Let us hear.
From you people.
Okay, very good. Please clap for him again. I think this one comes from my community. Yes. What will you be doing?
I'll be an inventor and a politician.
Very good. Inventor, politician. Those are, in fact, he's very well positioned. Let me give you an idea. Right now, as I'm speaking to you, with my friend, we are coming up with an app called Mwazi. I'm just trying to challenge your thinking and to show you where the future is as you study hard, as you respect teachers, as you do your physics, chemistry, maths. We are coming we are going to work very hard when we are in high school. Tuamke mapema, and then after that, when I become an adult, I'll do whatever I want. Hello? So you are also aiming after this, hii mambo ya kengele muache, you'll Do you think he has luxury of sleep? Anaamka saa 3. You may be shocked. He is briefed about the security of the nation maybe by 6 in the morning. Or even 5 in the morning. So, if you want to succeed and become a successful student, you must be disciplined. Being disciplined, first and foremost, following the school rules and routines. That is the first, the basic discipline you may have. And then number 2, when you set goals, I said you set goals, isn't it? Setting goals is easy. People will write. Even right now, some people are saying they want to have these marks. You have written here, this. I will not mention. Wow, good. You have said you want that in maths, isn't it? If you are not disciplined, you utaionea view sasa. Ati naongea vibaya. Hello? Hello? Nasema ukweli, siongei vibaya. If you are disciplined, you will get to see it. In fact, I can see you doing, you will even surprise yourself. When you are disciplined, you will get more. You will go beyond your expectations. Tunaelewana? So if we have to succeed, we have to be disciplined. Self-disciplined. Not be, the self-discipline I'm talking about is you as a person doing the right things at the right time. Tuko pamoja? Number 4, for you to be a successful student, you need to be obsessed with self-development. There is a school I went, and as I was leaving the gate, there was a poster written there, what have I learned today? I think we should be asking ourselves every day, at the end of the day, what have you learned today? What have you developed today? Self-development. Like today, I have taught you so many things. You have learned something. Number 5, most students do many things in this school. They only forget to do this. Read. If you want to pass your exam, if you want to be successful, you must read a lot. Personally, I've never stopped reading. I have discovered in books there is a lot of wealth. It's only that I've tried to be very disciplined because TikTok, WhatsApp, those social medias are taking away my attention from books. And I've realized the moment I follow this social media, I'm losing a lot. There was a time I was very committed with the social media. Nikaacha kusoma. And then I was invited another school for the second time. Like today I talk to you, and then I'm invited again another time. And I realized because of being careless, I went and started giving the same talk I had given first term in that term. When I was in the middle, I realized when I gave a joke, they were not laughing like last time. So I realized, oh my God, because of my carelessness, I've been giving the same information that I gave them last year. Even if a joke is very funny, you cannot laugh twice. You just laugh once. Sindio? And you expect another For me, now to be a good speaker, I realized I have to keep on reading and getting new information. And that is the reason why I'll be in market. So if I'm invited the next time, and then I come and give you the same talk and the same jokes, I tell you to close your eyes. Hello? So you will tell your principal you don't want him to come next time. Ataanza kutulalisha tena. Sasa ni mara ya pili anatulalisha. But mara ya kwanza ilikuwa mzuri, si ndio? Hebu imagine kila wakati nakuja. Close your eyes. Twende. It will be boring, isn't it? So for me not to be boring, I read a lot. That is a secret. I'm telling you, it is working for me and it will work for you. It will work for you if you read a lot of biology, a lot of chemistry. Read to lead. Sawa sawa? Yes. The other one, number 6, time management. I have 2 news, bad news and good news. The very bad news is that time is flying. Time is flying. Good news, we are the pilot. You can manage that time which is flying. Time management is life management. The greatest asset God has given us is time. But the challenge is, every day you're given that time. How do you use your time? If you use your time well, you will be successful where others are failing. A very good example about 2 adults working in the same office. For 2 years, they were leaving their job at 4:30. One guy alikuwa akitoka 4:30 anafika nyumbani anaingia WhatsApp. Chat, TikTok, YouTube up to around 9. And sometimes you would even skip supper because of the way the social media is interesting. And this is an adult. And the other guy anatoka 4:30 and he enrolled in an evening class. Reading. Evening class from 4 to 8. When he gets home, he's very tired. He does not even go to TikTok and what have you. After 2 years, he graduated with his masters and he invited the other guy. And the guy was like, "Ara, ulisoma lini? Na tunatokanga 4 wote." The way he managed his time. This one managed his time wisely. This one enjoyed his time. TikTok hutawahi pewa certificate. Within another year, the same guy mwenye alipata masters, he did an interview and became his boss. He started earning a lot of money. Huyu akaanza kusema Illuminati. Huyu jamaa anaendesha gari, juzi zitukua ofisi moja. Watu wa Illuminati bwana. Hello? People who are not successful, who are lazy, when they see hard working people succeed, they brand them Illuminati. But as much as he said Illuminati, this guy did not stop working hard and he did not stop becoming rich and rich. After 5 years, that same guy, if he wanted to see his friend, he would use like 6 people to get to him. Yo mtu mnakaa na yeye hapo. By the way, look at your neighbor. Maybe that neighbor, the way you spend your time, maybe that neighbor, huyo unaona mfupi, ama mrefu, ama mweusi, ama mweupe. Hello? Maybe, my friend, 10 years to come, you'll need 6 people to get to him. Imagine, you'll get 6 people to get to him, and you're just colleagues here. Or vice versa, depending on your time management. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? Are we learning something new? Yes. Please. I hope this will help you. Number 7, you take risk. In the country today, we know we will have 9th August, we'll go for elections and we'll only have one president. Only one. But Raila Amolo Odinga believes he will become the fifth. William Samoei Ruto is also there. I think those are the most serious. We also have another one, anaitwa Jakoya. Na ako na security usicheze na anasema tutavuta bangi. Huyo hatumtaki. But these two, although hata yeye anajimarket. Hello? Yes, hata mahali amefika is something. Being just on the ballot, it is something. He is taking risk. You never know. Maybe hao wawili wakidisqualifyiwa namba 3 akuwe ni yeye na kura 50,000 he may be the president of Kenya. Tuanze kuuza bangi tulipe madeni. You never know. Life is all about doing what? Risking. Raila knows if Ruto wins, he will not be the president. And he has not given up. Ruto knows Baba is not a joke. If he wins, he will not be the president. But he's risking. Some people think that getting an A is a big risk. Tunaelewana? Usome hiyo yote alafu upate D. Hello? Please take that risk. It is a good risk to read and aim high. Being ambitious. The reason why people were talking about 100,000, they wanted to play it safe. 500,000. That one you will get even without going very far. 500 you will get. Hebu ongezea bei kwanza nimekumbuka. I want you to be ambitious. Take that risk. How much would you want per month? Can you be ambitious today?
50 million.
Thank you. Please clap for him. That is a very big risk. But you know it is possible. If you can see it in your mind. Napoleon Hill once said that whatever a mind of a man can believe, it can achieve. So you can achieve that 50 million. Your problem was you were aiming very low. Now you're aiming very high. That is good. Congratulations. I think now we are in the same level. Thinking big. Hello? Thinking big. Now, take that risk. You have said 50 million. Write it somewhere so that if that dream scares you, you need to do something. I always tell people, have a dream that scares you. If that dream is not scaring you, it's not a worth a dream. If you just want to become a makanga, you don't even need to get a certificate. Pale Kitengela, sahi, kuita tu watu, taona mbao. Kama ni Kayole unawaambia, Kayombo tole, Kayombo tole, Kayombo tole. Si mnajua hiyo sheng ya siku hizi? Ama mjajua kuna sheng mpya? Shebeteng. Mtu mmoja atuongeleshe sheng. Nasikia iko mzuri sana lakini sishiki. Najua tu Kayombo tole. Uhuru ataitwa nani? Uhuru ataitwa? Uhu Mbutulu. Haya, number 8. Never, ever. Let me tell you something. In the course of doing all the things we have talked, there will be signs of failure. In the trying to get what we have said that you want to get these marks in KCSE, you are in Form 2, you are aiming at a very high mark. Between now and maybe the end of the term, maybe you'll be disappointed. Because, hello, after a motivational speaker has spoken to you, this morning you'll go back to class with psych, and you listen very well the whole week. Then, the other week, psych inaenda chini kidogo. And then exam inakuja. You are aiming at 90, unapata 40. Unaangalia unasema, na hiyo psych yote nilikuwa nayo ni nini? And obviously, human beings are human. Human beings, whenever they cite failure, they want to play it safe. What they do, they quit. Unaanza kuangalia hiyo maths, unaanza kutafuta reason, unasema in fact hata mzee sasa, mzee ni baba yako. Sasa unaanza kuimagine, mimi naona maths hakuwa akishika. So hii ni kitu iko kwa family yetu. I want to remind you, excuses are nails that build a house called failure. Excuses are nails that build a house called failure. What I want you to do when you cite signs of failure, don't give up. Remind yourself that quitters never win and winners never. Can you tell your neighbor, winners never quit and quitters never win. So never in your vocabulary have something we call failure. All you need to do is kujijaza na kujikaza. Hello, in the course of my day-to-day living, going to schools, being ambitious, there is something I have not told you, and most people will never tell you. And when you see a successful person, there are things they don't tell you. One of the things that has happened to me is that I face a lot of rejection. There are places I go, I try to tell them who I am, they reject. But one thing I don't do, I don't give up. Tunaelewana? There came a time when I said, and this has been helping me, instead of quitting, I don't go to where people tolerate me. I go to where people celebrate me. But in the course of identify those people who celebrate you, you'll get to people who reject you. Tunaelewana? And if they reject you, I tell myself, there is nothing wrong with me. It is all about them. If they cannot see how good I am, they have a problem. Hiyo ndio kujijaza na kujichocha. And then you dust yourself and move on to the other stage. I have been disappointed so many times. But that disappointment has given me glory because I don't give up. Quitters never win and winners never. And I also like seeing those pictures that some people send me in WhatsApp. I look at them, but I don't make WhatsApp to be my focus. There is one I saw, some people were looking for gold. One of them, he was just near the gold and he gave up. And another one never gave up and he got plenty of gold. So when I looked at those two guys, one was miserable because he gave up when he was just there. That's why I tell Form 4s, all the marks you've been getting throughout, CATs, end-term exam, all those marks is not a reflection of what you are going to get in your KCSE. KCSE, you are going to perform better. Yes, I can hear an amen. Although you are saying amen, it is not spiritual. It is a fact. It is a fact in this sense. When you do these exams, you make a mistake and you give your teacher to mark for you. When you get that paper, you see where you went wrong, isn't it? And before you sit for the main exam, you'll have an opportunity to correct those mistakes if you are responsible. Never sleep before you correct those mistakes. And I believe if the more you correct those mistakes, when KCSE comes, you'll not repeat the same mistakes you've been making along the way, isn't it? So you are going to perform better. When you do your KCSE, those papers will be marked and they will never be returned to you, because even if they were given back to you, utafanyia nini? And you cannot correct the mistakes you've made. Tunaelewana? Haya. 9. They always find a way to win. Students will always find a way to win. We'll always find a way to revise. Group discussion. Sometimes look for group discussions. Sometimes Form 4s, make friends with Form 1s. And you see if they have understood biology, introduction, and 2-3 topics. By finding out what Form 1s are doing, you'll be reminding yourself what you did 4 years ago. And by so doing, this reminds you that when you're given biology paper 1, it consists of Form 1 and Form 2 work. So always find a way to win. Make friends with Form 1s, Form 2s, so that you can also be revising with them. What they are doing today, they understand better than what you are doing today. Because now you're in Form 4. You did that 2 years ago, you have forgotten. Now it is fresh with Form 2s. They are just been taught. So when you make friends with them, you find a way to win. You win together. And you Form 2s, try and teach these Form 4s. As you try to teach them, you will understand those concepts better. Tunaelewana? So you, as a school, you always find a way to win. As an individual, find a way to win. Find a way to win. There are some people who are finding a way to lose. Way to lose. You're looking for ways to fight your neighbor. A way to, that is not the best way to go. Always find a way to win, and you become a winner. Number 10, successful students do what they love. They love what they do. Nothing was achieved without passion. There is no way you hate your maths teacher and expect to get an A in maths. There is no way you hate your physics teacher and you pass in physics. There is no way you hate this school and you get something out of this school. Hate, I said, is a matter of choice. Hate, love is a matter of choice. Now, you need to change your attitude. You need to know that you don't need your teachers do not need you, you need them. So you find a way of how you're going to deal with them. With passion, with love. The Bible says that love is the greatest command. Love. Love your neighbor the way you love yourself. So first love yourself. If you love yourself, you love to have a bright future, isn't it? If you love to have a bright future, then you need to love the things that will make you get there. Tunaelewana? So with that, I want to end my speech by giving you traffic rules of life. And this one, I'm going to do it with a video so that you also enjoy variety. Sindio? I know you also like videos, isn't it? That will be 10 minutes and then we call it a day. And then we have a Form 4s, a small session with Form 4s. And then we can connect these two. Sauti. When mediocre students brag that they have boyfriends or girlfriends driving a car, wise students study hard to buy their own cars. And it is for this reason I want to address those wise, focused students who will be driving soon. I want to tell you the traffic rules of life. Rule number 1. Know where you're going. It does not matter the make of your car. It does not matter how much petrol it has. The moment you get inside the car, you must know where you're going. In life, as a student, The moment you join that school, you must ask yourself, where do you want to see yourself in the next 5 years? Ask yourself, which career do you want to be in the next 5 years? Ask yourself, which university do you want to go to? Which college do you want to go to? When you know where you want to go, then from that moment, you will take deliberate actions to move in that direction. You will not be a friend with time wasters. You will form friendship with people who are going the same direction so that you get there. In terms of your academic, syllabus coverage, assignments, the assignments you do, you know why you are doing them and why you should finish them in time and why you should understand everything in the syllabus so that at the end of the day, you focus on going where you want in your life. Traffic law. Your car is yourself. Know yourself so well. Know what you're capable of doing. Know your talents. Know what you are born to become. Know your past. Know your environment around. Know your school too well. Know your teachers. Know your subjects too well. And you need to know your car so that you can drive it safely. Traffic law number 3, don't carry strangers. There is a saying that goes, if you hang around with 5 wise men, within a short time, you become the 6th wise man. If you hang around with 5 genies, within a short time, you become the 6th genius. If you hang around with 5 idiots, within a short time, you become the 6th idiot. So, never carry strangers. Like, strangers are people who are negative. I remember one time I gave a gift to a stranger who kept on giving me very negative words, very negative remarks. And he said, oh, the car does not have speed. He was telling me, oh, you can't never kuchelewa. Imagine. And then we are overtaken by a crowd and then so, when you are driving, when you are never a stranger, they will be showing you your weaknesses, they will be condemning you, and once you're condemned, you don't do it. And others, strangers don't even fun. In fact, I carried one, and because Chica Terry was even trying to drive, hooting when I'm driving. Don't carry them. Who are these strangers in driving? These are people who want to engage you before going that relationship. You know where you're going, you know your car too well, you are fearfully and wonderfully made, and they want to engage you in immoral behavior. They say that bad moral corrupt even saints. So you can be corrupted by the bad moral. Run away from them. Don't carry strangers in your life. And in case you're tempted to carry anything, carry the positive people, mentors, people who will guide you, people who will inspire you to do great things. This is any other stranger, don't. It's better to be alone than to be in a bad crowd or a negative or a immoral group. The traffic law number 4. Focus on where you're going. The car will cause accidents ahead. So, when you're in your car, focus on where you're going. In real life, so many people are not successful because they focus on their past. Don't be a prisoner of your past. Be an architect of your future. God created us with our eyes facing in front so that you can focus on where you're going, you can focus on your future, you can focus ahead and not where you're coming from. You don't have powers to change your past, but you have powers to change your future. So as you get in that car, focus on where you are going. Traffic law number 5. Respect road signs. In a road, there are so many road signs like zebra crossing, bumps ahead, things falling, no entry, children crossing the road, animals crossing the road, and many others like these ones. All highways, all roads have road signs. Respect them if you don't want to get into accident. For example, when a road sign shows you slow down because maybe there is a sharp corner. Slow down, there is a river. They tell you slow down, the road is narrow. Why? They are informing you of things ahead of you. So as a student, there are so many road signs in your school. Your teachers are part of them. They will tell you, they will give you advice. Good advices from your teachers are road signs. Respect those advices. Good advices from motivational speakers. Good advices from your chaplain, from your principal, from your deputy, from your parents, from people who are wiser than you. Respect them. Even in some schools, they have signs written everywhere. This is a drug-free zone, meaning that you're not allowed to take any drug. Those are road signs. I have produced a poster that talks about the 4 dresses girls are going to wear. And we warn you, we tell you this dress number 1 is the school uniform, followed by graduation gown, followed by wedding gown, and then finally maternity dress. They should follow that order. If you want to succeed, respect those road signs you are given by people. When you are given good advices in the CU, church, YCS, they have some days that they have devotions, we have weekend challenges, we have days whereby you are being cancelled. Those are traffic signs that are designed for you to succeed. Traffic law number 6. Don't overspeed. Speed kills. Waswahili husema haraka haraka haina baraka. But the question is, why do people speed? Why do people want to speed their cars? It is simply because of poor planning. You know, the journey from Nairobi to Mombasa or from Nairobi to Kiambu is 1 hour. Then you start your journey 30 minutes late. What happens? You try to cover the 30 minutes by overspeeding. And the more you overspeed, you are likely to cause an accident. If you don't want to cause an accident, what you're supposed to do is to wake up early and prepare your journey. In fact, if you know the journey will take you 1 hour, you start your journey 1 hour, 30 minutes before. How do you apply this in your day-to-day life as a student? Start working hard right now. Do not wait until the last minute, until you're in Form 4. That is the time you want to do so much work, which you have not been working. You're wasting time now waiting for the last 3rd term when you're in Form 4. You cannot capture everything within 3 months, what you have lost in 3 years. So what you're supposed to do, you do your work ahead of time. You wake up early. Even some schools will introduce some early class lessons whereby parents pay something small so that they can support that program, and they start covering the syllabus as early as 6:30 or 7, so that at the end of the term you realize you are ahead of time. But if they waited until the last term to to cover everything, that will not be practical. So you have two things that you need to remember. There is a pain of discipline and pain of regret. Which is more painful, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret? Decide. Number two, there is something else that I want you to know, that you may play now and pay later, or you pay now and play later. What I mean, people do not plan to fail, they only fail to plan. So start planning your life now. Don't wait until the last minute. Somebody said, if you visited a dentist early enough, you're going to save your tooth from decay. Plan your work early. Do not rush the last minute. Kenyans rush the last minute. Even when there is a deadline, even when there is a voter registration, and then they are given 30 days. Nobody will go there. But the last 2 days, there is overcrowding, asking the government to extend. And this is because they don't plan. They don't want to do things early enough. So don't be like those Kenyans. Start planning early to avoid overspeeding. Kwa sababu haraka haraka haina baraka. Traffic law number 7. Know the traffic rules. In the court of law, they say ignorance is not a defense in the court of law. So, you need to learn all the traffic rules so that you can get to your destination safely. If you overspeed, you'll be arrested by traffic police. In life, as a student, I want to tell you, in your school, there is school rules and regulation. Maybe I can pull out one from a school I know that says you must be in school uniform all the time. You have to follow that law, traffic law in your school. As a Christian, we have the 10 commandments. Those are, if you're a Christian, you need to follow them. In our country, we have the Constitution. You need to follow them. So everywhere you go in the world, we are governed by rules and regulations. Follow those rules and regulations to the letter, and that is the only way you will succeed. If you are supposed to go to school, the opening date, go and open at that time. Know the school calendar. You do what you're supposed to do at the right time. Remember, rule number 7, know all the traffic rules so that you're not in trouble. Traffic rule number 8. As a Christian, when you're starting a journey, you must pray for journey mercies. Pray. Put God, involve God in your journey. The book of Philippians 4:13 says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And if God is on your side, who will be against you? No weapon formed against you shall prosper. So, as you start your career, as you start your education, do deliberate action of praying. Praying for God to guide you through that process. Pray every day. Don't wait for a prayer day. I don't believe in a prayer day. I believe in a prayer every day. And once you pray, you ask God for guidance. He will never forsake you. He will never leave you. You'll always succeed in whatever you do, because when you connect with your Creator, everything will be possible. Everything will work for you. So to love God is to hate sins. So when you are on God's side, nobody can defeat you. Nothing can go against you. And with that, I wish you all the best as you start this journey of life. with that, we can come to a close for the first session. Maybe I'll consult with the principal. If we can remain with 4 4s, so that we release the other forms, we just have a small